getting a bit crowded in our store right now. There's an awful lot of waiting going on, so I went ahead and I got another cashier. We're up to 3 now. It's not going to stop this guy from leaving, or a couple of these guys from getting mad, but I think the 3 cashiers will ultimately work itself out here, and you know, the people who have been waiting a long time already, they're going to leave, but man, I might need a 4th. I have a 409. I think maybe the balance here is 1 cashier per 100 customers. That might be the balance that we need here. I got like to clear my throat or something. I'm having a hard time here. What I might do is put a cashier upstairs. So a lot of the people who are up here, they might they'd be able to cash out upstairs if they want to. So I'm gonna put somebody kind of over in this area. Not sure if the hedges are gonna get in the way there. All the plants and stuff. Will that get in the way? Maybe we'll put one over here like this. Yeah, I'll put a cashier right here, just to kind of give somebody upstairs to check out too. So we're gonna grab, I think Leonard here. He's got good communication skills. He's a blue one. So we are up to now. 3 of our cashiers are this blue, and then Dwight is in here as well, but he's got very high skills. So I'm all right with Dwight being there too, just like he is. And then we've still got some level ups and stuff to do with some of these other guys. Let's I'll put some pottery skills up a little bit there. All right, so lots of contracts, lots of merchants to work with here. We're still kind of slow with that. You know, we're working on it. It's ever so often we'll get it there. We have 8 new blueprints we can unlock too, and we can get sort of the golden amphora here, golden vase, royal shields. Not quite ready, but we can make bronze bars. I'm just trying to focus on the resources that we're already making for now until we can ramp up our staff even more, because we just have a lot of people on the bottom floor anyway. But the top floor is not as busy as I'd like it to be. I want this to be bumping much faster. I need like, I want this to look like this, right? And it just takes time to do that because you have to make the money and then hire more people to make you more money. Let's put your pottery skill up a little bit. We're gonna go manual on quite a few people here just to kind of give more pottery skill, so we can have more people making this, because the pottery actually makes quite a bit of money. And then of course our store can be expanded up here too. See, there we go. Now we have some people getting in line here, but I'm worried that yeah, that's the problem. So they're gonna go to the nearest one, and now everybody's gonna get mad here. So I need everyone to check out right now at the ground floor. I've had a lot of comments about the store. The plan is to put the store on the 4th floor. Or for you Brits, the 3rd floor, okay? The plan is to make the whole store the top floor, essentially. And everything else just, you know, goes underneath it. But it's clear to me that I'm going to have to change things up a little bit here. So I'm going to move the shield. I think over here would be all right if it helps me. Oh, I have the plants in the way. Here we go. I'm going to move the shield thing here. And then I can slide some of these things down, I think is going to be okay. Just to kind of get some more separation on there. There we go. Just try to space that out a bit. And then if I put another one of these here, they won't really be able to enter back here. You know, there's no way to get in if I do that. So that's a problem. I can fix that probably by scooting this up. And I think if I do something like this and I put a door back here, you know, maybe I open it up right here. Maybe this is open, and it seems really weird to do that, but I'm thinking that's how I'm going to do it. I think we're going to make this open back here. And so, yeah, you can work here, or maybe I open it up back here even. I could do that. I don't think they would walk in, though. Can they walk in with the stairs being there? Probably not. Yeah, I think just for now, I mean, this will probably get changed later, but just for now, I think we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, somebody said I could erase these things by just drawing another plain wall. And very cool tip. Thank you. I did not know I could do. I swear I feel like I've tried that before, but what I probably did is I tried it with, you know, a window tile or a door tile or something. Probably tried it with something different. Anyway, I wanted to get one of these anyway, and that requires, I think, moving this up a little bit more. Let's move this stuff. We'll say this stuff goes It has to be on a pillar, doesn't it? All right. Well, I want to move you up anyway. So we're going to put you here, here, like this. So you're a little bit closer, like that. And then I suppose it makes more sense for this to be a door. Can people get in and out if I do that is my biggest question. I don't know. Oh, I bought another one instead of moving this one. You know what? It's fine. We'll just move this one down. This will be a temporary thing for today. Okay, for today, it's gonna be very, very crazy in here. It's gonna be just doesn't make any sense. Or maybe I could stick everything up on the top floor here and then have this whole thing be just a bunch of. Now there's an idea. I can move all the weapons and stuff up more. It's not difficult to move things up. It's you kind of just highlight everything and then it just moves up. So I could say, for example, all of these things here, I want all of you to move up like this, and all the weapons are now at the top here. Now this makes it a little harder to restock because we now have to go upstairs to restock. So all of our carriers have a much further trip to restock these things now. But I mean, they're going to be eventually at the top floor anyway, right? It was the whole goal. And I was kind of avoiding doing this because I didn't want to move them twice. I didn't want to have everything moving moving everything twice all the time. So I was trying to avoid that, but it looks like I just have to do this. I have to get people being able to check out faster. So that's what I'm going to do for now. We're going to open this up. I'm going to move this over here actually, and then none of this actually needs to be a door in the first place, so I'll be paying too much for it again. Put it back to being a window. Everything's back to the way it was. Ready, set, go. And then everyone can be shifting now to move down to another line. My cashier can move down here, and I need another cashier now, so. Yeah, you. There we go. Ella's getting in here. Okay. So I think 5 cashiers will definitely be a good enough. And we'll shift this. We'll move this to where it's not. I'm actually curious. I think they're all going to go here anyway because it's still technically closer. I want to move these back again since that's not a door anymore, and I can spread them out just a little bit more. Yeah, and then put these a little closer to the stairs. I don't know, man. I want to get them to all separate. There we go. I want a nice even balance. I want people using these. Now everybody's just using the stairs constantly all the way up. Oh, you know what? They can't even get up here. That's a good thing. I figured that out, huh? They can't even get up here. So they're probably going to walk through. I think they're walking through here. Yeah. They're walking out this door and up these stairs. And then they walk over here. Yeah. We're going to change that too. Okay. So these stairs. So you walk out like that, and then you wrap around and you get up to these stairs again like this. So we can go like that. No? Of course. Of course they are. Let's move these like that for now. All right, we're gonna get this. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fixed. All right, good. Now everyone can move up from within the store. Yeah, you gotta have to go around a little bit. There's a bit of a zigzag there. I might be able to redo the stairs so they don't face this directly, but instead face each other in the middle, and then that's gonna be a lot better. We'll see. We need a lot more iron. I cannot mine any more iron. That's the problem, is I have to constantly buy it still. I can't mine it. I wish I could mine it, but it's just not possible right now. I think the design points are good. I still like the blueprint idea though, so we're still gonna keep picking lots of contracts with blueprints. And yeah, keep upgrading people who are becoming extraordinary in what they do. Let's just have you go highest skill first. Blacksmiths, you are maxed out, but I think what I want to do here is go like this for Tech Fiend, and then I can say highest skill. That way you'll hit your woodworking next, and I don't have to micromanage you anymore. All right, made a lot of money today because of that contract that I fulfilled, and that's fine. You know, I can buy the iron. That's fine. It's not. I just wish I could mine more. All right, we definitely need to redo the store. That's like the biggest thing right now, is the store is just not working out for me. So I'm gonna move the stairs. I'm gonna shift it to be like this, I think. Yeah, and then these stairs are gonna go like this. Oh, well, I'll move these ones instead. All right, get out of my way, pottery. Something more like that. You can shift pottery around there, but now the stairs are kind of in the middle. I think a bit more central. I kind of want to move them over though. I want them to be more like here. Yeah, like that. Good. And then, you know, when we go up to the next floor even, which I can do now, right? Didn't I unlock the final floor? I thought I did. I guess I didn't. This isn't the final floor. There's one more. It's got to be in here. Yeah, fourth floor is right here. Okay, so I need the pine forest first. And I don't want to grab that until I'm completely done with epic. So let me real quick go in here. So golden pot, we can get that, but I want to start working on items like this. So we'll get the doom mace done. And then once the silver bracelet's complete, these are things that we're actually selling. We're actually having things on the shelves and stuff. Once we get this done, which should be tomorrow because I have enough designers, then everything is legendary, which means I'm only earning legendary points, which means I won't be earning any useless points. I don't want to earn epic points anymore. I want to earn only legendary points, right? Because every point this earns is waste. You know, after I hit this button. After I hit this button, it's a waste. Everything else before that. And then, like, once I hit this button, I've got almost enough to unlock the rest of it, right? Like, I'm basically done. It's very nice. So we'll hit next day here. The story is definitely different now. But what I'm hoping for is that they will be much more balanced. We'll see. I may have to move them, like, the distance between them is identical, right? So it's kind of about what's the closest to you. And will you spread out? Hopefully they're smart enough to spread out. We'll see. Here we go. Let the customers come on in. In the meantime, though, I probably should get some more people hired here. So I want more blacksmiths all the time. Like, I just want constant more blacksmiths. I love how you earn design points slower, and that's your your main thing. Timothy, you're very confusing, Timothy. Not getting lucky on my rerolls here, am I? Yeah, I'm just not getting lucky on my rerolls. Okay, we're gonna spend a bit more on design, I guess. So Jane can come in. She'll be a designer. Hector could be a designer. I just need people who work with clay slower. That's okay. I can handle that. Isaac, you can come on in. For now, yeah. Blacksmith. So Isaac's gonna do crafting for racks. Jane's gonna do design. So we're gonna make sure our shelves are not looking like this. I don't want our shelves to look like this. Now, some people have also asked me, hey, you're gonna start phasing out the old stuff, like the little things, and only sell the high ticket items? We could, right? Like that's something that maybe a lot of people would want to do, because everyone who comes into your store, they're gonna consider buying something, right? And your customer count is essentially the same. As long as you stock your shelves with a lot of those premium things, because remember, your shelves are what add customer capacity. All right, so more shelves I add, the more customers I can have. The thing is, though, I like the idea of selling everything. I know it's not the most efficient. It's probably the reason why I'm using so much iron. It's because I'm constantly making things out of iron instead of getting it all made into steel and only selling steel things, right? I mean, I get that. I understand. I just like the idea of being able to sell everything and being like, look, I offer, it's a one-stop shop for everything you need kind of thing. I like the idea of trying that, at least, you know. I mean, you guys play your way. I'm going to play my way. And I think my way is fun. It's probably not better, but it's fun. I'm having fun anyway. That's the only thing that matters. Winifred, what's this? Craft ingots. So I want you on that. And then I can go all skills equally, I guess, on that. I'm not sure which one you're going to do first, but when it's equal like that, if I say highest skill, how does the game choose which one to do? You know, how does it know? Michael, you're going to do this. I'm just going to set highest skill for you too. And then obviously I just need to get lucky with blacksmiths. I'm not going to keep re-rolling for $200. It's a whole day's, it's almost 2 days wages just to keep re-rolling this now for some of these people. So I'm not really interested in doing that right now. See, there's the contracts as well, right? Where they have basically more simple stuff. This is just iron. These are low cost stuff, right? They don't cost that much. I'm not interested in the money from these. I'm interested in this stuff. And once we have the design points done, which we have a lot of design to go, because to get everything to legendary is going to be very expensive, right? You need a lot of design. But I feel like I'll stop taking contracts for stuff like this, because these simple butcher's knives, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take these, metal scoop. These are too easy. I want to create these things because they're worth more money. But I'm still taking these merchants because they have the blueprints, and that's the only way to get the blueprints. So once I have, most of the blueprints unlocked and everything, then I can stop taking in these little tiny contracts that do this to me. And, let's go highest skill first for you too. And then we can focus more on we'll make more of the higher dollar items then, because this stuff will end up staying in stock longer anyway. It'll fill the shelves. And then the only time we ever make the knives and the butcher knife and the wooden scoops and all that, the only time we ever make those things is, when they're out of the shelves, because we're not making them for merchants anymore. And so most of our attention would then be applied to other things. Like, look at all these things. These are completely empty shelves, right? These racks are just gone. Nobody wants them because they're not in stock. So I need a lot more people to create for racks. And once I'm done with getting all the blueprints, or as many blueprints as I can get, still quite a bit to get. I have 9 available. So I believe that is the entire top row here. So I basically need another 19, right? There's 9 per row here. So I need another 19 blueprints before I can unlock everything. And then it becomes all about the... there we go. That's a lot of design points there. It becomes all about cooking pan, spike mace. Yes, well, I want to make more of the spike mace things. Cooking pans are cool, though. Yeah. I could do that. It's worth more money. There we go. And then it becomes all about keeping my stores in stock. Like, I'm not going to do these merchant contracts very heavily unless they're design points only. But I won't be doing these anymore, not really focused on them anyway, once all the blueprints are collected. At that point, I shift my focus to trade routes and my store. And I don't need the other merchants anymore. But until I have those, then I kind of feel like I do. I'm going to pay the money. I got 92 grand, so I'm going to pay the money when I can here. And we'll fill these up. It doesn't matter anyway. I want these guys to get started on steel right away. And yeah, we'll just do these things. We're going to spend a lot of money doing these things. Next day. Everybody gets to work right away. And I believe we're getting really close right here. Okay, so boom. That's legendary. Now, these are the only things we're selling. So which means I don't need purple anymore. I don't need the purple points anymore. So I can go ahead and do that. That's done. Now I can get the 4th floor. Excellent. And I can even get the 5th floor. Whoa, there's another floor. How did I miss this? It's just sitting right here the whole time. I didn't know. I can unlock everything. So I'm good now. I have all the tech unlocked. It doesn't matter what points we're getting anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter anyway. I had way more points than that was necessary. You don't have any hired in the pine forest. Okay, so I can now hire lumberjacks for the pine forest. Not that I necessarily need pine right now, but I mean, I guess I will over time. Let's get... am I really going to refresh this list for a lumberjack? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the lumberjacks over here because I have so much wood anyway. Wolf can go over here. Daniel can go over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and see about the pine forest. So this is our oak forest. They're all doing their thing. Let me just make sure that everybody is doing everything here because I just took a few people out and I don't want to, have the situation be where, people aren't doing something because I took the dedicated person away. There, and then go to pine forest. And yeah, so you're going to do everything now. There you go. And then we're just going to make sure that you guys have everything. So we'll say the pine forest will have, some of these there. We'll have a couple more of these little stations over here, I guess. We'll have a couple more chopping blocks. 2 chopping blocks is okay. Maybe we'll move these things over here. So they're a little closer to the chopping blocks. I don't know. This is where we load them right there. And then I'm going to assume they stockpile it here. Cauldron. just to do that thing. And then I think that's probably it. I'm not going to bother with the campfire or anything. It's 9,000 gold for these guys. I'm not really going to bother with that right now. We have a lot of wood, so we'll just start gradually bringing in pine now. There we go. Boy, do I wish I could bring in more iron. I just can't. I wish I could. That'd be great. Look at them go. So many of them. No sound down here, unfortunately, but still very good. Okay, we have golden pots now, and we can shift them to legendary. There it is. All right, so everything we're selling is legendary now, and I can actually go up in my store. I have an extra shelf right here. This shelf is going to become the golden pot. So now we can sell those golden pots, and those are worth a lot of money. So that'll be great. That'll be really nice. Let's go ahead and complete that one. We're going to get a bunch of money for that, and nothing for blueprints is on here. This is a good sign. I like what I'm seeing. 3 more blueprints there. Let's take a look. Nope, not there. Let's take a look. I have more level ups to do. Hang on. I want to go pottery as much as I can. There, and then we're going to say highest skill. Now he'll hit the pottery first. Okay. Let's say right here we have 13 blueprints. So what do we want to make? I mean, pottery is pretty good. I'm thinking we're going to get a lot of good stuff with this. So it looks to me, though, that this one requires tiles, gold paint. I mean, yeah, I think we can get a lot of money for these. So let's go ahead and get that one, and then we can now use our design points. And what we're going to do now at this point, and it's probably the slow way of doing it, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't matter how many of these little extra points we get now. We don't need everything to be legendary anymore, right? Because it is, we've already maxed out all the tech. So it doesn't matter when we start selling these. All that matters is if we sell them. And this is still, even at this quality, this is worth more than that golden pot. So I probably should make it anyway and sell it. So let's do that. So we're going to say here is the pottery one. Yeah, we're going to go like that. And we're going to have you be these. So now we will make those. So the couple of things we need to do. One, I need to keep my bonus up. So I need to, hit decorations again. Which we'll just kind of do one of these numbers right here for now. And then let's put another painting up. We'll put the horse up here too. That'll do it for now. Okay, so what we want to do though is we really want to make sure we're hitting the supply for clay really hard. We're going to have a lot of people making pottery and stuff now, right? And this process takes a long time. We have quite a bit of clay up here, but I think we can get more. And the clay pit is calling us, saying, hey, you can be even more efficient with this. I agree, we can. So I'm going to spend 100,000 to get the clay pit maxed out. That sounds good. So next we want to start working on other trade routes out here too. Birchwood first, then the gold mine, because we need the hunter's bow, and this is made out of birch. So we'll need access to birch before we can do that. So battle axe is locked, metal pitchfork, and the blank amphora is locked. So we can now unlock these specific blueprints. And that will get us the ability, at least, to start working on these things. Okay? So we'll start targeting blueprints that work for our trade routes and stuff now, too. It's just every single day I need to do this. I think I want to have more of these things. Let's just have more. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's just have more of them, and we'll bring this over like that. There we go. And I'm just going to fill them up anyway. I don't care. I have enough money to do it every day, so I'll just do it like that. Yeah, like that. So they're all full now. Ooh, there's still people working. Really? Oh, okay. You're just kind of wandering. Or you're finishing up the day. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start today in debt because I spent 100,000 to get a better trade route, but that's okay. We have 90 in here. Ooh, so that means that we'll get that. Yeah, we're gonna get 160 clay at the end of today, which will be fantastic. Let's go ahead and up the quality of that again. The metal pitchforks and stuff. We can start getting these. These don't have to be a certain quality though, right? We just need to deliver them. It doesn't seem like there's a quality requirement for these. So for now, they're just going to sit there, and we're going to focus on this one because it's the one we're selling. And I think also we're going to shift to have a lot of these guys start making more stuff for the racks. So Tech Fiend's going to get in there. Edith is going to get in there. Who else? Let's put Honora can go over there. So, you know, not as many people working for merchants, a lot more people working for our own racks. And then we have transfer items. Well, probably with that many people doing that, we're probably going to want to put, like Audrey here, for example, she's doing the racks. Probably going to want to shift some people over from doing these to doing these first. Yeah. All right, so a lot more people doing that. Let's go ahead and grab that contract completed. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of it. We don't need a whole lot more here. These battle axes apparently are worth a lot at 223. That's a considerable price there, but I think it's because they're big ingots. I don't have the cooking pan unlocked either. It's fine. I have the blueprints. I could just do it. Like the rake can be unlocked for certain things. The cooking pan can be unlocked. I could even upgrade its quality later, but it's fine. For now, I'm happy with this. We're just going to keep going with that. And then, hold on. We have another one. Hold on. Right here. Yes, we have another one. An elite worker. All right, let's see who it is. So, merchants give us more money. I don't really care about that one. Every worker earns 10% more XP. That's pretty good. All workers move 10% faster. That seems pretty good. Probably stacks. Hiring new workers costs 10% less. We do need to expand. That'll probably be worth good, but it's not an ongoing benefit. It's a one benefit at a time thing. This is nice, but we're kind of shifting away from merchants. This one's great, but it's like as soon as people start maxing out, which there's a lot of room to go there, so this is probably a good one to pick. But once they start maxing out, then this one becomes meh. This one's useful all the time, no matter what, so I'm going to take you. Okay, good. And then you, the brand new blacksmith, you, Constance, we'll just have you do your highest skill first. Get you going on metalworking, it's fine. There's a lot of people to level up still. Yes, this will be good. Highest skill first for you. And then also, cashier. Nice. Let's help your strategies there. Let's go highest skill. It's good. Oh my gosh. The list of people. There's just so many people. From humble beginnings. Are you doing design? You are, Jane. Nice job. There you go. Probably should hire some more designers. It's going to be a bit. Gonna need a lot of points. Nobody's good. Okay, you're good. Yeah, you're good at it. You can be in design, and I'll just hire you regularly anyway. But the dude here, you can be in design. How many do I have? 3, 6, 9. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 people in design. I currently have 16 desks. I have enough room for one more person to be in design if I want them to be. So many people using iron. I just don't want to have to click this anymore. I don't want to have to go in like that. Okay, we can unlock the birchwoods now. We can go in here and start unlocking birchwood and start getting a little bit of it. So let's go ahead and do that. This means we're going to start tomorrow in debt again, but it hasn't really been that big of an issue. Yeah, up the stairs. It takes a bit. Look at these, though. They're looking pretty good. I still don't have enough in stock in my store, though. I really want to get more in stock in my store. They're not empty shelves, usually. You know, there's a little bit of that. Like, these scoops there's still some there. The knife shelf is empty. But there's other stuff in there. You know, this is basic stuff. Lots of jewelry still in stock. Bunch of pottery. Actually, the other pots are completely sold out, and I have 2 shelves of them. So that's interesting. He's still working on it, though. They're actually waiting. I need more of these tables, don't I? Let's get more of these painting tables for the pottery. We got 4 painting tables because it takes a while to paint. So it's going to be a bottleneck. So we'll do that. And then I think we're going to want to, get the top floor store going, aren't we? I think so. I think the top floor store needs to be a thing that we really look at getting here pretty soon. I don't have a whole lot for different flooring yet. We can go with this, I guess, for this floor. Whatever we end up doing there. And then, of course, once we move the store to the very top floor, then all of these floors, we get to open them up for even more, blacksmith work. We can open them up for even more, creation. So like the whole store, I feel like we can probably fit every product in one floor. We may not be able to. I mean, I think we have extra spare room and everything here, but we may not be able to do that. It's something to look at, isn't it? And we're doing it right now. I'm looking at it right now. Let's take the build walls. Let's just, I wish I could kind of copy and paste design. It's okay. Maybe we should have a balcony on the outside, on the top floor. No, because it's still a store, right? You wouldn't want that on a store. I like this balcony here, though. It's neat. I do like that. I kind of want to do it again. And then I'm going to need a different floor pattern, but for now, we'll just repeat the blue floor. So this is going to be our store up here. This is our top floor store. Okay, all of our customers come in and they go to the top floor for the store. Now, curious, what if we were to just kind of, I don't know, maybe do one of these at the top? Like this could be our store, right? We don't need the balconies stuff. Like they can't throw things through this. Yeah. Our whole rooftop store is open like that. I think that's nice. We could go with that. Sure. And then we can't really paint it or anything, but that's okay. So this ends up being like that. All the way around. Still have so much expansion to do. So many more people to hire. And then the lower walls here are the same as they are on the outside, like that. There we go. We'll get some windows and stuff put in there too. We're not going to keep them all in the dark. Right? I kind of want the windows to all go up in a row. So this will be a window, window, window. And then we'll just I'll reconfigure all the windows so that they all just kind of line up. It'll look like a nice organized building at that point, And then we don't have any anything for the walls in here either. So, I got to start maybe unlocking some of these. I can look at merchants that will probably give me some of those designs. They've never been my big, draw here, but this is a new floor type, right? So we could do that just to get the floor type. And then tomorrow, maybe there'll be some different ones that would work that way, But tell you what, why don't you come back for the next video? And when we do come back, I'll have money, okay? And I will also have my store up here, okay? And I can show you the store and how it's been organized. And hopefully we'll see some customer flow. I may need to reorganize a little bit of all of this just to accommodate the stairs. And I may actually go in and have, like this area right here is pretty useful for people coming out of the warehouse and coming down here. That's pretty useful. So what I might do is have this little area right here where the store is. And this just might be like a separate room that allows them to go upstairs. And then all of our stocking, the shelves and everything will all happen through a central staircase in the blacksmith area. And all of our assistants are restocking the shelves upstairs by going directly through the blacksmith area. So what we end up having in that situation is you won't have customers coming through here to get through a door here. You won't have that anymore. Instead, they will all come here because the only way to get to the top floor, well, that's not true, is it? The only way to get to the top floor? No, because the assistants still have to do it. I don't know. I want to find a way to get the customers to come through this door and have them not come through there, but they're always going to go to like whatever's closest. So anyway, I'm going to reorganize things. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.